Let us see how we can read tables using functions such as spark.read.table and process data using DataFrame APIs. We should be able to use a function call like this. When we want to use DataFrame APIs to read the data from Metastore table into a DataFrame, you just have to pass the table name as a string to spark.read.table. You can also prefix the database name to read tables belonging to a particular database. When we read the table, it will result in a DataFrame. Once the data frame is created, we can use functions such as filter or where to filter the data, group by to actually perform aggregations based on key, and also sort or order by to sort the data. These are the APIs which we can use on top of data frame to process the data in the data frame. Let's get into the details so that we understand how to read the table into a data frame and process further using data frame APIs. For that, first I'm creating Spark session object by name Spark. In this case, the kernel is not PySpark, that's why it is failing. I have to choose PySpark 2 or PySpark 3. Let me choose PySpark 2 here. Let me run this. It will take care of starting the Spark session and it will be assigned to a variable called as Spark. Spark is of type Spark session, which will maintain the context of this session. Once the Spark session object is created, we should be able to set Spark SQL shuffle partitions to 2 so that it will not use too many resources to process small amount of data. Once we set this property, we should be able to perform these tasks. Let us see how we can create a table using data in a file and then read into a data frame. We have seen the details as part of the earlier topic, and hence I'm just going to run. First, I'm actually creating an object called as username to get the username that is used to log in into this environment. Then using that username as prefix, I'm creating the database. If it doesn't exist, then I'm connecting to that database using this set current database command. In case if you want to validate whether we are connected to the database or not, we should be able to use current database function like this without any argument, and we will be able to get the database to which we are attached to or connected to. As we have created and connected to the database, let's create table by name airport_codes for file airport-codes.txt. The file contains header and each file in each row is delimited by a tab character. We have reviewed that earlier and hence I'm not going to review. I'll be just running these commands to take care of creating a table by name airport_codes with the data that is available as part of this location. Let's run this. Then let's run this to drop the table if it already exists. Then let's run this to read the data from the location into the data frame, and then using that data frame we should be able to create the table using dataframe.write.saveas table. It will take care of creating the table by name airport_codes under itversity_airlines database. Now let's read data from table and get number of airports by state. In this case, I am demonstrating about how to read the data from existing Metastore table and process further using DataFrame APIs. Now you can actually run this. It will read the data from this table into a data frame by name airport_codes. You can check the type of this airport_codes by using type like this. You can see that it is of type pyspark.sql.dataframe.dataframe. You can actually get the metadata of this airport codes either by using describe formatted airport codes like this, or there are alternative approaches also. For now, I am running this to confirm the details about our table. You can see all the columns that are available here, and then you should be able to see the location of the data, so on and so forth. Now, with respect to the file format, it is of type Parquet file format because we haven't specified any file format while running save as table. You can also use this airport codes data frame and you should be able to print the schema to get the column names instead of running describe formatted. Let me say airport codes dot print schema, run it. You can see the columns. We have city, state, country, and IATA. Our task is to get the count by each state. You should be able to group by state like this because we have a column by name state, and then you can say count. It will give us the count based on each state. Now you should be able to run this and you can actually get the count. This is how you should be able to read the data from Metastore tables into data frames and then use data frame based approach to actually process the data using APIs such as filter to filter the data, group by to group the data by a key, and then perform aggregations using aggregate functions. If you want to sort the data, you can sort the data as well. Let's improvise this to provide an alias by saying airport count instead of just saying count, and also we'll sort the data in descending order by count. Let me copy this and paste it. Here I can use ag function. When it comes to ag, the count function takes an argument. In this case, I am passing lit of 1 as argument to this count function. We can provide the alias to this count like this. I can say alias airport_count To use count and lit, I have to import these functions from pyspark.sql.functions. So let me take care of that. I can say from pyspark.sql.functions import count lit. Let me run this, and then let me run this. It will take care of providing more meaningful column name for the aggregated field. However, I also want to sort the data in descending order by count. For that, I can say order by or sort, then call of airport underscore count, and then .desc. Now I have to import call also. Now I should be able to run this and then run this. I have to use dot and backward slash here. Now I should be able to run this. You can see the airport count in descending order. California is the top state with 29 airports, followed by Texas, then Alaska. This is how you should be able to get the data from table into a data frame and process further using appropriate APIs based upon your requirements.